fuck a long intro, let's get right into it.
Rengar is very good at snowballing hard, picking off single targets, fighting in the jungle, and pushing turrets. However, Rengar is also reliant on his ultimate for plays, has no mobility without pushes, is pretty squishy as an assassin, and struggles versus tanks and strong disengage. Now let's talk abilities. Rengar has 3 passives. First off, he has no mana, but using skills will generate ferocity. At 4 stacks, his next skill will be empowered and grant him movement speed on cast. Empowered skills do not share a cooldown with basic skills. Second, when he's in a bush, he will leap to any target in range when attacking them. This can grant them up to 1 ferocity stack out of 4 and shows up as a purple bar, while the stacks from his abilities show up as white bars. For his last passive, Rengar gains permanent bonus AD for each unique enemy takedown. Every time you take down a champion that you haven't slain before, you unlock a bigger percentage of bonus AD until you've hunted down all 5 enemies for insane scaling. Rengar's skill 1 is an auto attack reset that deals more damage, has more range, always crits, and grants increased attack speed for the next 2 basic attacks. The empowered version deals even more damage and grants even more attack speed for a few seconds. Rengar's skill 2 passively stores grey health equal to a big percentage of all damage taken in the last 2 seconds. Upon activation, he heals for all his grey health and deals magic damage in the area around him. The empowered version deals even more damage and cleanses CC upon activation. Rengar's skill 3 is a straight line skill shot. Rengar throws his bola to deal damage, slow enemies, and refuel the area around them. The empowered version deals more damage and roots enemies instead. Rengar can also flash while casting this ability in order to catch enemies off guard. Rengar's ultimate grants movement speed and camouflage 1 second after activation. While stealth, he can leap without a bush to shred the enemy's armor. He also refuels the nearest enemy in a big radius around him, but enemies get a warning before he gets too close to them. Last but not least, he has a special event versus Kha'Zix at level 13. If Rengar wins, his ultimate will automatically grant him 4 stacks of ferocity over time while he's camouflaged. Next up, we've got combos. First off, you have the basic combo of double slash for maximum burst. You can even start your jump with empowered skill 1 to do a triple slash combo. Second, we have the survivability combo with empowered skill 2. You use this one in order to bypass CC or to counter big burst damage like tower shots. Last, we have empowered skill 3 for a CC combo to lock people down if they're mobile. You cannot use empowered skill 3 before jumping in ult, but you can root people twice if you're waiting for them in the bush with max ferocity. For matchups, Rengar is good versus squishy champions that he can kill easily, and he struggles versus tanks with CC and champs with strong disengage. For runes, you will generally want first strike with domination 3 for extra burst and snowball potential, but he's flexible, so you could do something like this in order to function as a fighter hybrid on the front lines as well. For summoner spells, take Flash and Smite. For skill order, take 1 then 3 then 2 before maxing 1 then 3 then 2 and ult whenever you can. You can also go 1 then 2 then 3 if you want more survivability and wave clear. Rengar has lots of build paths, but for a standard crit build, you'll want to start with Gluttonous Greaves before building Essence Reaver. After that, you can build either crit or more lethality. I would build this if I'm snowballing against 3 or more squishy opponents, and this if the enemy has 3 or more tanks or I fucking suck. Rengar desperately relies on his ult to make plays, so you usually want to fall clear and get as much XP as possible. Once your ult is unlocked, you can look for plays around the map depending on which lane looks easily gankable. His second skill is perfect for early tower dive, so you can use that first gank to start snowballing. Due to the nature of his passive, Rengar can also bully weaker junglers around Scuttlecrab and will happily invade if the opportunity arises. As a jungler, you want to secure objectives during the latter portion of the game. Rengar does this in one of 2 ways. Either pick someone off before the fight even starts, or begin split pushing before the objective spawns in order to get a number advantage when you rotate. It's better not to 50-50 smite unless you're the one contesting and you have your ult to unexpectedly burst the objective. This is because Rengar does not have a consistent way to secure epic monsters if he is the one starting it. He does, however, deal a lot of damage to structure. This is why Rengar is so flexible in a losing position. Don't be afraid to sit in a side lane and split push when your team is behind in order to win. As Rengar, you can always be the carry.
We getting litty. Don't forget to watch the next video. Hey, thanks for watching. We getting litty. Don't forget to watch the next video.